The Red Cross held an open house in Springfield for new volunteers today.
That's just one of the stops we make as Western Mass News goes town by town. The event featured current Red Cross volunteers who respond to local disasters like house fires across Western Massachusetts. Red Cross volunteers are trained in disaster response and work to help people recover from devastating events. We're told volunteers also help veterans in need, blood donors, and also help with administrative tasks at our chapter offices.
Town by town, taking us now to East Hampton, where American Legion Post 224 previewed their decades-old tradition today, the Big Chili Cook-Off. We're told all proceeds will go to the Leeds VA chaplain services. The event was originally started by veteran Susan Miller, who passed away just a few years ago.
Now to Chicopee. The city's police department has been working with law publications to provide some informative magazines and flyers to get out to the community. We're told the magazines cover a variety of topics, including when disasters strike, violence protection, protecting your identity, human trafficking, and more. And you also saw there they have coloring books for the kids that cover topics like bullying. The magazines and coloring books are free of charge.